In today's video, we're going to go over everything that you need to know about forming an LLC in the state of Oklahoma. Here are the steps that we're going to go through today, but if you don't want to do these steps yourself and you want to have an online formation service do this for you, we'll leave a timestamp down below where we walk you through that entire process. We'll also leave links down below to all the different platforms that we talk about today, so feel free to use them and follow along as I show you the entire process. So step number one to starting an LLC in the state of Oklahoma is naming your LLC. And to get started, you'll want to do a business name search on the Secretary of State website to make sure that your business name is actually available. And while you're at it, you might as well also figure out if your name is available as a URL. Almost every business out there needs a website nowadays, so this is a good step to take. There's also some state naming guidelines that you'll want to know about. First is you need to have limited liability company, LLC, or L.L.C. in the name. You can't include things like association or corporation that would confuse your LLC as another business entity. Obviously, it has to be written in English. You can't include any words that would confuse your LLC with an official government agency like the FBI, CIA, or Treasury. And like we talked about before, it has to be different from any other business name. The next step is to file your articles of organization. This can be done through the Secretary of State website, and it's going to cost you $105 to file this. You can also mail it or deliver it in person through the address on the screen, or you can do this online through a business formation service like the one that I'm going to show you later. Now, on your articles of organization, you're going to want to decide on a management structure. So are you going to be member managed or manager managed? Now, most of you guys are going to be member managed unless you have some type of investor or person that is helping you manage your LLC. Then you would be manager managed, but most of you guys, again, are going to be member managed. The next step is to create an operating agreement for your LLC. Now, although this is not required for the state of Oklahoma, it is highly recommended. An operating agreement is basically a legal document that outlines the ownership and the business procedures for your employees and employers. That way, there's no conflict, everybody's on the same page, and everybody knows what to expect. Now, within this operating agreement, this usually entails things like organization, management and voting structure, capital contributions and distributions, membership changes, and dissolutions. So as you can see, this can be quite complex for a new business owner, which is why we recommend using an online business formation service because they can do it for you. Next step is to obtain the EIN for your LLC. This is also known as the Federal Tax Identification Number, and it's basically the social security number for your business. This is going to allow the IRS to keep track of and identify your tax filing status, and it's also going to help you do things like open up a business bank account and hire employees. You can get this online or by mail through the IRS free of charge, or if you're using an online business formation service, they'll do this for you at an added cost. Step 5 is to hire a registered agent for your business. A registered agent is basically a person or business that is responsible for receiving any legal documents on behalf of your business. This can be things like tax forms, lawsuits, or any important government correspondence. Whoever the registered agent is, they must be a full-time resident of Oklahoma, and this can either be yourself, an employee, or a registered agent service. Now, an important thing to know is that whoever the registered agent is, their information is going to be on the public domain. So this is very important if you're a business owner that values your privacy. I highly recommend against being your own registered agent because on your articles of organization, you're going to have the registered agent information. So things like the name, the phone number, the email address, all that is going to be available on the public domain for anybody to find out. The great thing is that if you use an online business formation service like the one I'm about to show you, they're going to give you a registered agent for free for the first year. So those are the steps to forming your LLC, but there are other important steps that you need to take after forming your LLC. But before we get into that, I'll first walk you through a quick tutorial on how to use Northwest Registered Agent to do this for you in just a couple of minutes. So if you guys click on that link down below, you'll get taken to a page that looks exactly like this. And as you guys can see, you can get started with forming your business for just $39. You can form an LLC, corporation, or nonprofit today. So I'll go ahead and click on get started, and it's going to lead me to a page like this where I just have to answer a couple of questions. This is only going to take me a few minutes, and from there, Northwest Registered Agent is going to do everything for me. They're going to file all my documents, and it's very affordable, right? $39. So the very first question they're going to ask is what type of business you'd like to start. Obviously, for this video, we're starting an LLC, but like I said, if you guys want, you can also start a corporation or nonprofit. Then you're going to choose the state that you'd like to form your business in. So for this example, we're doing Oklahoma, and then it's going to show up with the filing fees. So that $105 standard fee that we talked about earlier. And by the way, this is going to be a fee that you pay to Oklahoma, regardless of whether or not you use Northwest Registered Agent or you do it yourself. So Northwest Registered Agent is only getting that $39 for the basic package. This $105 is going straight to the state. It's going there regardless. And you guys can choose the expedited option. It's a little bit more expensive, but you guys can get your business filed faster. And down here, they can also file your beneficial ownership information for you. This is also known as the BOI report. We actually have a video on this channel that you guys can watch down below. It's going to teach you everything you need to know about the BOI report and how you can file it online. But if you guys want Northwest Registered Agent to do it for you, it's just going to cost you $9. So very affordable. For this example, I'll just leave it on and I'll click on continue. Next, you're going to be able to enter in some company details. So what would you like to name your business? Let's say we want to name it Startupwise LLC. Again, you have to have LLC, limited liability company, or L.L.C. in the name. You can send a copy of any lawsuits and legal notices to your attorney. Right here, you can enter in the business purpose. So this can be super general. It doesn't have to be too complex. You can even use an AI tool like ChatGPT to help you come up with a business purpose. And then down here where they ask you what physical and mailing address you want on record with the state. Again, I highly recommend using their registered agent address because you don't want your information out there on the public. Northwest is going to give you a registered agent for free for the first year anyways. So it's very worth it to do it. And after that, it's going to be like $125 or something per year, which is still very affordable compared to other registered agent services. Next, you're going to choose company management. So like I said, you're either going to be member managed or manager managed. Most of you guys are going to be member managed. And then from here, just enter in the members information, use the registered agent address, and then click on continue. Next, you're going to enter in your contact details. So your name and then phone number and then address. And then you're going to need to create an account. So this is going to allow you to log into your Northwest registered agent dashboard. So go ahead and enter in an email address and you can either create a password or you can generate it right here. Next, you have the option of adding a business identity package. So this is going to be free for 90 days. You can cancel this with one click on your online account if you don't want it anymore. And basically what you're going to get is you're going to get a domain name registration for free for 1 year. You're going to get a website that is hosted by them but owned by you. And then you're going to get a business email address and phone number. From there, you also have some other optional items. So the tax ID, like we talked about earlier, this is the EIN. And if you want to do this, you can do it for $50 if you have a social security number. If you don't have one, it's going to be $200. Next, you can also elect your LLC with the S Corp tax status. This is going to potentially save you thousands of dollars every single year in taxes if you do it right. Not every LLC is going to qualify for this though. You have to make a certain amount of money per year for your business. But if you guys are interested in learning more about that, we have a video linked down below where we talk about S Corps and the entire process of doing that. And then they have some other optional items like mail forwarding and a trademark service if you guys need that. But yeah, from there, just enter in your payment information and then click on done. And Northwest is going to do everything for you. They're going to make sure that the paperwork is done correctly so that you don't have any issues. And you can log into your dashboard and see all the documents, get your EIN if you chose that as an optional item. And yeah, very easy process. You guys saw it only took a few minutes. And guys, I highly recommend using this. And we'll leave a link down below where you guys can get started for just $39. And this is going to save you so much time and allow you to avoid a bunch of headache from having to figure out all this stuff yourself. This is the company that we've used to form our businesses in the past. So yeah, highly recommend it for any new business owner. If you guys use our link down below, we are going to receive a small referral fee at no extra cost to you. That's just going to help support the channel so that we can keep creating free content like this for you guys. Okay, so now that we've covered how to form your LLC, let's go over some of the things that you need to know and the steps to take after you form your LLC. So the next thing to do is to make sure that you're maintaining compliance with the state. This isn't going to be a totally in-depth guide on maintaining compliance. This is going to vary from state to state and also from city and also what type of business that you have. So just make sure that you're doing the proper research beforehand or talking with a professional about all the business licenses and permits that you might need. You also want to look into the annual report. This is due every year by the anniversary date, which is basically the day that your LLC was formed. And you can do this online or by mail, and it costs $25 to file it. If you don't do this, this could cause your LLC to not be in good standing. And you guys don't want to do this, so just make sure you file that annual report. Next, let's go over some steps that we recommend taking after forming your LLC. First is you might want to consider getting a business bank account. This is going to help you separate any personal assets from your business assets. So in case you get any lawsuits against you, the person suing you can only go after your business assets. Next, you might want to consider getting a business credit card. There are tons of business credit cards out there with insanely good perks. So if it's money that you're going to be spending anyway in your business, you might as well get some good perks and rewards from it. We'll leave links down below to our favorite business credit cards and our favorite business bank accounts. You guys can get some great deals and discounts if you use our links. And we also have some other playlists on this channel that we'll link down below for you guys to check out the best business bank accounts and the best business credit cards. And next, you might want to also hire an accountant. This is a person that's going to help you file your taxes correctly. They're going to help you save money on taxes. And they're also going to help you just get a good picture on your business in terms of the financials, right? Profits and losses and that sort of stuff. When it comes to LLC taxes and tax filing requirements, you're going to want to look into getting a seller's permit if you sell any goods. There's also employer taxes if you have employees. This is going to be done through various websites that we'll have on the page for you to look at. And then reporting your annual income is going to be through one of two forms. If you're a multi-member LLC, it's going to be Form 1065 partnership if you're a multi-member LLC, or if you're a single member LLC, it's most likely going to be Form 1040 Schedule C. Last thing I want to touch on is that BOI report that I talked about earlier. This is effective as of January 1st, 2024. more. So if you're a new business owner, then chances are you're gonna have to file this report. Again, we'll leave links down below to all the platforms that we talked about today. Again, highly recommend using Northwest Registered Agent. They're very affordable at $39, and they're gonna save you a ton of time and allow you to avoid a bunch of headache. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and got some value out of it. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos just like this. Here on this channel, we make a lot of videos about how to start and grow your business. So thank you guys so much for your time, and I'll see you guys in the next video.